Alright, I'm warning you guys now. This is gonna be a long video. So, yeah, it's gonna be pretty long. This is all my experiences going to WWE live events. I got a ton of stories to share and everything. I'm making this because I'm going to Extreme Rules in a couple weeks. My tickets haven't been printed yet. But I'm sitting row 16, I think it is, on the floor. There, I got it for like 130 bucks each. So, it wasn't, not too bad. Because I've sat in close, like a little bit behind where I'm going to be sitting before at an event. And yeah, they're good seats. It's a nice view. But let's get right into this. Some ticket stubs I still have for these events, some I've lost. So yeah, let's get into it. So my very first event was December 29, 2009. The last time SmackDown taping ever came to the Izod Center. I'm sure they'll come back with another one, but I don't know when. So I remember I got this, I believe it was for Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. But I know, first WWE event, I'm amped, I'm hyped. I'm sitting in the 200 section. I picked up a Rey Mysterio foam finger, which I still have. It's in my closet. And I don't remember. I think I might have bought something else there. I don't remember what I bought though. But I remember it was very very. It was a historic show, at least to me. It has a special place in my heart. You know, like they had an ECW taping there also, which is a pretty big deal to me, because I was in their last couple months of having ECW. Tommy Dreamer had his very last WWE match there. Zack Ryder beat him. And, you know, that SmackDown, they had a Beat the Clock challenge, which Rey Mysterio won, which at the time he was my favorite wrestler because I was still a kid. I was 11 at the time. I started watching when I was 9. I loved him to death. I met him about a month prior, which was pretty sick. I remember seeing Matt Hardy compete twice in one night. I saw the Straight Edge Society, Batista, those guys. And I remember before I walked into the arena, we walked through a long tunnel. I think it was a tunnel that leads from there to MetLife Stadium. It wasn't MetLife Stadium at the time, but it was either that tunnel or another tunnel that leads to it. I'm pretty sure it was the other tunnel, not the MetLife one. But it was so cold. The wind just blowing in my face. It was cold wind. Drooling on the way in. It was, but it was incredible. I remember, this is the first time I ever went to a live event and saw Kane. His pyro was so loud I almost pissed my pants. Actually, I did a little bit. It was that loud, and I wasn't ready for it. But overall, pretty cool. Had a rockin' time. Then I went to Monday Night Raw. A couple months later, still had my ticket stub. I sat section 211, row 14. This was a very, very interesting show. For those of you that remember, this is when the ash volcano thing exploded in Europe, and they were on and the Raw guys were on a tour, and they couldn't leave there. So the SmackDown guys came. Well, Triple H was there. He was on Raw. This was 6 days before Extreme Rules that year, before he faced Sheamus again. Another good show. This is actually like one of the special Raws. You know how they have special Raw shows? This is one of them, Monday Night SmackDown, they called it. They had a Superstars taping beforehand. Pretty good show. The Undertaker was there. All the SmackDown guys were there again. I got to see Edge for the first time, or the only time actually. Amazing, just amazing yet again. I don't remember what I got there. Well, I got a program, obviously. I've gotten a program at every single WWE event I've ever went to. Then, months later, I attended a SmackDown World Tour show. Uh, I sat on the floor for this. I sat row 8 on the floor. And there were good seats. The main event was Edge versus CM Punk versus Kane for the world title, triple threat steel cage match. We got to see Rey Mysterio versus Alberto Del Rio, which was a good match. And, amazing seats. And, when guys were coming out, I actually ran up to where the guardrail was and they walked past, and I was like 6 feet away from CM Punk. It's pretty cool. Um, then 6 months later, I went to a super show. I bought a shirt at this. I don't know what happened to it though. But here I sat row 7 on the floor. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. No, row 8 on the floor again. These tickets are only $63. Apparently, yeah, they're only $60. So yeah, we got to see Christian versus Daniel Bryan, which is pretty cool. Fatal 4-way for the WWE title. That's all I can remember from that show. But it was a good show. Bought the program again. I know there was something interesting that happened. This little kid kept staring at me the whole time. He didn't agree with what I was saying, but whatever. This was my first epic WWE event year because I went to 3 events in 1 year. Then then the next one was Survivor Series 2011. I got the Survivor Series program. I still have my ticket stubs, but I don't feel like getting them right now because they're in my Survivor Series program, which is up way up high in my closet. I got the Survivor Series event shirt, which I don't even know what happened to that. I got the John Cena Rise Above Hate shirt. I got 2 John Cena foam finger. I spent a crap load of money at this show. I spent about $90, which is an insane amount of money for me to spend at a WWE show. It was just unbelievable. My first time ever going to Madison Square Garden. Awesome. The food was great. The arena's nice. The show was great. The Rock and John Cena teaming up, that was sick. CM Punk winning the title for his first, starting of the 434-day reign. We got that good Survivor Series tag match, Team Barrett versus Team Orton. We got Ziggler and Morrison, which wasn't too bad. Awesome. Awesome. My first ever WWE pay-per-view, and what a way to have a first WWE pay-per-view that you ever go to. A historic event alone, like the Survivor Series, with historic stuff like seeing The Rock. The Rock. Not many people can say that they've seen The Rock in person, unless they went to an event during the Attitude Era. But not many people can say that. Because his schedule is so, limited in WWE now, it's unbelievable. And the fact that I saw The Rock's first match since he came back in 2011, it's unreal. Also, the crowd popped for The Rock. Howard Finkel announced CM Punk. It was just amazing. And the story goes with this. My brother was hanging out at a friend's house. We went and picked him up. Then we went to the garden. No, we ate. Then we went to the garden, which, we had to drive to Weehawken and take the ferry. So it took me like a half hour, 45 minutes to get there. Went on the ferry. Went on a bus. Funny bus driver, too. He had, three ex-wives and, 5 children, and an overall funny guy. Went to the garden. Didn't get out of the garden until like... I had good seats for the garden, too, for that show. Very expensive, but they were good seats. Not on the floor, but, So, we get there. We see the show, great show. Then, you know, we don't get out of the garden and by the bus stop until like 11:30 maybe. There's all the people that were there. And we don't get back to Weehawken till maybe like midnight, and then we don't get home until like 12:30, 12:45 in the morning. I got to skip school next day because that was my first year of middle school, and I have to wake up at usually 7. And school starts at like 7, but like 8 o'clock in the morning. So I would not have gotten enough sleep. So Mom just said, screw it, take the day off, which is awesome. Awesome night at the garden. Love Madison Square Garden to death. Crushed me how I couldn't go in March and I can't go in July. Hey, maybe I'm going to a Ring of Honor at the Manhattan Center for the New Japan show. That'll be fun as hell. And we got a SmackDown Holiday Tour, December 30th, 2011. I know, they love doing shows there at the end of the year. The last show of the year is always there for some reason. But yeah, these seats were only like $20. And they were good seats. Section 115 for $20. Those were some good seats. This is right after Daniel Bryan won his first world title, which was cool. We took a friend. It was just fun. Cheap tickets, great seats. Can't go wrong. Then I went to No Way Out 2012, 6 months later. I don't know what happens to ticket subs, but I do have my event shirt right here. This is a mixed, like, a lot of people like this show, a lot of people don't. I liked it, because I actually thought it was good, and, you know, I was there. There was John Cena versus The Big Show. This is John Laurinaitis' last night as, like, GM. CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan versus Kane for the WWE title. That was good. Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler, that was awesome. I was cheering Sheamus swallows the whole time. Christian versus Cody Rhodes, awesome. It was an awesome show. What could I say? And the story with that, I don't really have any... Yes, I do have a story, and this plays into the next show. These tickets were like $140 each. And there were 100 section. There were pretty good seats. So, the plan was that this was going to be the only show I was going to go to that year. Which I was fine with at the time, because I understood. And it was definitely worth the money to go to that. That was a good show. Next, Raw, October 22nd, 2012. They announced this Raw there. I was like, alright, maybe I could try and get tickets, even though they said no more shows. No more WWE shows this year. This is a very clutch show to go to. Like, it was killing me on the inside about a month before that Raw that I wasn't going. So what happened was I just said, look, I'll pay for one, you pay for the other tickets. And my mom's like, okay. And, you know, I got really excited. I got these tickets here for $30, section 103, very good seats for a very good price. And it was a fun Raw. Punk versus Sheamus to the lumberjack match. There were guys sitting up on us. It was so funny. They're all dressed up as wrestlers, getting drunk. It was hilarious. Yeah, it was a fun Raw. Very, very clutch. Only a month in advance, we had this all planned out. Which usually when a show is announced, we have this planned months in advance. Like when Extreme Rules was announced in February. Next day, I already got the guarantee. I got the answer if I was going or not. Mania over a year and a half in advance when it was announced. Had it all planned out. So yeah, that was kind of cutting it clutch. Then, the most epic week of my life. Um, it all started off like after Mania weekend. Only a couple days later, I was going to Washington D.C. with my school. So this was a very hectic week for me. But Saturday, the night before WrestleMania, I went to Access. $50, definitely worth the $50. The story with this goes, I just asked, hey, you want to do this during Mania weekend also? Like, I wanted to do everything, like Shakara and Hall of Fame and everything. But I obviously can't do everything. I gotta have my parents take me to this stuff. But, so yeah, I picked up the program at Access. I also picked up the I Was There shirt at Access. Definitely worth $50. Or, how much should I pay? Maybe 100, because that's by both. But, definitely worth the money. The Shield was there, I didn't get to meet the Shield, unfortunately. Ziggler was there, I didn't get to meet him, unfortunately. Christian was there, didn't get to meet him, unfortunately. But still, I got a bunch of signatures. Um, and it was just a fun time. My feet were killing me after it, but it was worth it. Um, the line was insane. Like, I got there maybe about an hour before Access started, and I didn't get in Access until 6:30, half hour after the session started. So yeah, I got, for signatures there, I got R-Truth, Big E, back when he was Big E Langston. And that's actually one that I'm proud to have now. He was like the last guy I met at Access. Because he's becoming kind of a big star right now. So, I'm glad I got him when he was just a jobber. Plus, it's on Big E Langston, not Big E. Hunico and Camacho, got them signed there. And all the guys I met were pretty cool guys. Michael McGillicuddy, before he was Curtis Axel, he became relevant in WWE. Bray Wyatt, probably the best signature I have in here right now. He was in NXT at the time. I'm glad I met him. I said, I remember Husky Harris. This guy's the man. No, I was going to Rusev when he had hair. Or when he was bald. Yeah, I think that was all of them. I got in there. Yeah, that was all of them. I also got a picture with Alex Riley and Brad Maddox. I took a picture with the Andre the Giant statue. I took a picture with the Money in the Bank thing where you reach up. Definitely fun at Access. Go do Access if you go to Mania when you're... The only reason I went to that Mania actually is because it was at MetLife. I didn't go to any Manias previous, and I didn't go this year. I'm not gonna be able to go next year. If Mania 30s and 32s in Dallas, like it's rumored to be, then I'm not gonna be able to go that one. But 33, I will be there. Because I'll be 18 and I can do whatever the hell I want. So yeah, that was Access. Very, very fun. Then the next night, big boy came, WrestleMania 29. Holy cow. Before the show, I picked up the event shirt. Punk debut new shirt. I was fighting between that and this. I decided to pick up this. What can I say? It's Wrestle Freaking Mania. I saw The Rock in person again. Brock Lesnar, Triple H, Rock, John Cena, Undertaker, CM Punk. It's Wrestle Freaking Mania, dude. Like, I saw The Rock's last match, or as of right now, his last match. Honored. Truthfully honored, man. Originally, I was supposed to be sitting in the nosebleed seats, but we got a free ticket upgrade, and I got to sit 224A. Which were pretty good seats, actually. Got a nice view of the ring. Got to see The Undertaker's last WrestleMania victory live. You know, I left, the show didn't start till 7, I left at 2 in the afternoon. Tailgate a little bit. WrestleMania 29. I'm speechless now. I think that I went to a WrestleMania. I think I could just leave it at that. But then the next night was Monday Night Raw. Raw night after WrestleMania 29. The infamous Monday Night Raw. I sat in limited view seating, but there were still good seats. The only thing is I didn't have a nice view of the stage, with the Tron and everything. Although I had a nice view of the ring and everything. Got those tickets for $30 each. Had a blast with the rest of the crowd. You know, I got to see Ziggler win the world title. You know, the infamous crowd with the with when Fandango was born, and like all the trolling crowd chants, and all that stuff was a blast. Definitely the best Raw I went to out of all of them. One of the best WWE shows I attended. Very, very fun. Well, crowd-wise, it was fun. For the matches-wise, it was eh. But the reason we were like that is because of that. And definitely the most fun in a crowd I've ever had at a show. Like, insanely fun. It was crowded there. Like, we didn't get home until like midnight. Went to school the next day. It was fun. That's all I said, it was just fun. Like, turn your brain off type fun. The way I act at home, that's the way everybody was acting. Like, when I'm watching on TV, I'm marking out like nuts. Everybody was marking out about everything. It was just, a blast. Then, I went to a house show, September 7th. Good seats. A little bit above the floor. I'd see RVD. Uh, Orton and, Bryan? Yeah, Orton and Bryan. This was a fun house show. And then finally I went to a holiday tour the night after Christmas at Madison Square Garden. I returned to the Garden. That was another fun one. Really good seats. One like in the 100 section right above the floor again. Like just like the show prior at the Izod Center. Got to see Cena and Orton, Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus Real Americans in a cage match. You know, food was excellent. Arena was nice. Everything nice that was about it before. I forgot what I bought at the show. Actually, I didn't buy a program at this show because I already bought the program. It was the same program that I got the previous show. Did I even buy anything at this show? No, I didn't. I didn't buy any merch at this show. I know, like, Mike, what the fuck you thinking? You gotta buy merch. No, I didn't buy any merch at this show. Like, it just dawned on me. I didn't buy merch at this show. Every WWE event I went to had at least one type of merch. And I didn't buy merch at this show. Even the Raw Night after WrestleMania, I bought this shirt that I'm wearing right now. I didn't buy merch at that show. But yeah, that was fun show as well. Just like all of them, they were all fun. Love going to WWE events. Going to Extreme Rules in 2 weeks. And 2 weeks after that, then I have Ring of Honor, War of the Worlds with New Japan Pro Wrestling. That'll be a blast. Those two, for sure. We already got a good card for Extreme Rules, and we got a good card for War of the Worlds. My first Ring of Honor show. That'll be fun. So thank you guys for watching. If you stuck through the whole video, I applaud you.